listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. I'm smiling already before I start recording because of two reasons. One, I've got a foster dog sitting right here by me who is, well, she's amazing, but I'm smiling because she thinks I'm amazing. It's like everything I do, she thinks is the most interesting, fascinating thing. Like just now, I adjusted my chair to make it shorter, and she looked at me like I was some crazy magic maker. Everywhere I go, she follows me into every room, and no matter what I'm doing, she just is fascinated by whatever I'm up to. She's pretty cool. I'll tell you, it's pretty fascinating what she's up to. This girl is making some babies. She's due to have puppies. We were told around the beginning of April. I think they might have been off. I don't know much about pregnant dogs, but she looks pretty big to me. So I think she's amazing. But the other reason I'm smiling is because as I was closing down windows, I saw this picture that I'd made. So, you know, when you get an email that says you've got money, I took a screenshot of that. I took a screenshot of my whole desktop background with my email open and that email receipt. And then I went over to editing software and I changed the number on it. I made it, I think I added like a 0 or something. I made it a much bigger number. And you could tell by the way I'm smiling as I talk about it. This is a fun way for me to acclimate to new numbers, to get used to that kind of income flow on a whole nother level. Because we know we get what we expect. So it seemed like a fun way to start expecting something new. So I was smiling about that too. But the real reason that I opened up the computer to record an episode for you was a Zig Ziglar quote that I saw someone post on Facebook. I'd never heard this before, but it made me smile. It was, some people find fault like there's a reward for it. That thought makes me laugh because I've known a couple of those people. Maybe you have too. Like the person who complains about the taxes they have to pay when they get a big unexpected bonus from work. Or like in Utah on Sunday when traffic is really light because everyone's at church and someone complains about how the Mormons shut everything down for the day. And I'm like, we've got the whole city to ourselves. This is amazing. Or, someone who said to me just last week, there's too much fudge in this chocolate lava cake. Now they're just making things up. There's no such thing as too much fudge in chocolate lava cake. That's totally made up. I had a neighbor once who complained about the cooing sound that mourning doves make. She's got 5 screaming kids turned loose in our circle, but yeah, it's the birds that are annoying. Or my client who manifested a $20,000 windfall out of the blue, and her first words were, "It's not enough." Oh. I'm laughing because, look, I can be gifted at this too. The other day, it snowed. It's March, mind you, and it snowed. And I had just put the snow shovels away for the year. And when it snowed, I was like, I just put the shovels away. Even though I love the snow, my dogs love the snow, we need the snow up here, and I love to shovel, I was still like, I just put the shovels away. Meaning in the garage. It's not like I drove them across town to a storage unit. I just had to take a couple more steps to go get them instead of just finding it on the deck or the porch where they were super handy. So I'm out there shoveling, and it doesn't really need to be shoveled because like my friend said, it's just going to melt in an hour anyway. And he was right. But I was like, I know, that's why we have to hurry and shovel right now before it melts. I really do like to shovel. I also like to mow and I like to vacuum. I don't know what it is about me, but I like it. And so I like to shovel. And I have 2 shovels, but I was out there shoveling by myself. And I was thinking, he's letting me shovel me by myself. But when he was helping, because he was helping when we first went out there, because I said, I have to keep the stairs clear for Molly. Boy, that dog, she's not too steady on her feet. We got to give her every advantage she can get. So keeping the path and the stairs clear for her is essential. I don't want it to be slippery. Then he did help with that. And when he was helping with that, I was like, but I like to shovel. I could complain about it both sides. Complain when he's helping, complain when he's not. So I understand having a gift for finding the complaint. I don't want to be one of those people. Here's what I want to develop my skills at. I want to be good at finding the positive side, like there was a reward for it. I want to be able to find the compliment like I was getting paid for it. I want to see the silver lining, like that's where the gold was. Because here's the thing. That perspective in life is reward in itself, but it also leads to an abundance of more good things in all sorts of forms, including more enjoyable interactions and conversations, more helpful people around us, more positive experiences, just more delights and wonders and joys in general, and more cash, more financial prosperity, because it goes hand in hand. For anyone who ever wanted or enjoyed money, when you find the vibration of enjoyment, it makes you a match for more things to enjoy, including the cash benefits. So you could say there really is such a thing as getting paid to find the blessing, or to express the compliment, or to see what's going right. I guess I'm arguing that there is money in being a Pollyanna. I'm thinking of Rob Adams' quote on Pollyanna. He said, "I don't think Pollyanna was simple and naive to reality. I think she was a badass who bent reality to her will. Optimism isn't lazy. It is a fierce battle of consciously choosing the perspective that best serves you." You know what? Sometimes it does feel like a fierce battle to find the positive thing. But I want to be better at it, like I was getting paid for it. You know how Abraham says if you got hit with a brick every time you had a negative thought, you'd learn to clean that habit up pretty quick? It made me wonder. So I lived with an ex-boyfriend he was a triple Virgo. And he was really, it was his literal job to find the problem. He was really good at it, not just at work. He could do it wherever he was. He was good at it. And I was thinking, okay, if he got paid $10 for every nice thing that he said, and maybe say he had to pay $20 for every negative thing that he said, I wonder how fast he'd change his ways. And I thought, it'd be worth it for me to conduct myself through life like that. Not that I need a financial incentive to do so, but wouldn't it be cool if there really was someone keeping tally? For every good thought we ever engaged, we banked another $10 for it. We could think of it this way. You know how like there are commission programs where you only get paid out once you reach a certain threshold, or like on a quarterly schedule or whatever? Wouldn't it be cool if we knew that's where all our money was going for every good thought we thought? That it was just racking up our balance, and when we get paid out, it's going to be an amazing windfall. At least it's going to be a windfall if we're good at this. Wouldn't that help you clean up your thinking act? I know it would me. I'm going to play with it in this way. I'm going to expect that there is a windfall coming my way for my willingness to go to the effort to say the nice thing and think the positive thought and to see the more generous perspective. I'm pretty good at it in a lot of ways, but I can be better at it. And you know who I could get rich doing this with? If I could find my way to positive thoughts about our president or politics in general. I like to think that I'm super flexible in my thoughts. In fact, I have an I am statement where I declare every day that I'm the best there is, and I get better at it every day at thinking these sorts of my vibration management practice. I think everyone should be telling themselves something along those lines, because it really does bring out our best when we declare it so, when we say that we're good at it. So anyway, I'm sharing this because I thought you might have some fun with it too. So let's say that Universe does have quarterly payouts for this, and maybe it's not like I suggested with my ex where we get docked for negative thoughts, because if we're making everything up, which we are, let's just set ourselves up for easy success here. So we'll just get paid for the positive thoughts. And we each decide how much we get paid for. In fact, mine is not going to be a flat rate for every positive thought, because let's face it, some positive thoughts are easier to land than others, like, hello, kittens in the kitten room. Oh, those are so easy. I might be getting paid, we'll say $1 per thought, because those are so easy. But say it's on the topic of, I don't know, my ex-husband or my last boss where I worked at Zions Bank. Okay, that's going to be more like the $10 range for every positive thought there. In politics in general, that'll probably be like $50 for every genuine positive thought I can nail on that subject. And man, Trump, he might just be pure gold for me. I might get like $1,000 for every genuine good thought I can think about him. I could get rich thinking up good things about him if I could do that. And I'm flexible, remember? I'm the best there is, and I get better at it every day. So I could do it. If anyone can do it, I can. Or maybe I'll just spend an hour in the kitten room and rack up $1,000 that way. And you know what? If you're a kitten hater and a Trump lover, then your scale is probably exactly reversed from mine. So I'm just saying here, let's find the good thoughts like there is a reward for it. Because there is. Like attracts like. So when we dial on the good stuff, we're attracting more good stuff. So there really is a reward for thinking the good thoughts. Let's start thinking like we understand that. At least I'm going to. I can get better at this. So thanks for listening. And before I sign off, I want to give a big shout out to Paige and another listener who left 5-star reviews on iTunes for LOA Recon. Paige writes, her tips, tricks, and excitement go unmatched. This podcast can give you great inspiration to become a more deliberate creator, and it is just over-the-top fun. Thanks, Paige. Jeanette is just the best. I manifest that. She's saying it. I manifested. That's so cool. And so is his podcast. Keep it up, Jeanette. P.S. I love long podcasts as well. Okay, I wish I were better at recording long podcasts for you. I would if I could. I just can only talk to myself here in this room for so long before it feels like it's time to let someone else talk. Okay, and another listener wrote, the title, You Changed My Life, thank you. Your podcasts changed my whole perspective on LOA and life itself. That is high praise. Thank you so much. Hearing your podcasts makes my entire week better, so I just want to thank you. Oh, you gave me goosebumps. That's super sweet of both of you. Thanks for the thumbs up, and thanks for listening. As it really wouldn't be nearly as fun without you. That goes to everyone who's listening, so you really are my idea of a good time. Thanks for being here. Big love to everyone, and happy manifesting.